I heard you a fan now. It's a little bit too late to take care of me. You could still, boy, even if I got a man now. At least you know what I say.
Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. So if you hear echoes because I'm moving out, I mentioned in another video which might not be up yet, but yeah, this school year is over. I'm finally moving into my last year. Fingers crossed, because it's a whole mix up with basically me having to come back next fall just to do one class because it's not off. Well, I haven't taken her prerequisites yet, and I'm not taking the prerequisites until fall. But anyways, long story, another video. This is about this Angel Grace body wave hair, and I just want to, like, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but these frontals have been slaying lately. Like, I did change up technique a little bit as far as adding combs. I do take my time, you know. I never really rush through a unit, but I did kind of go fast. But I have been taking my time and, you know, just doing it to not just to get it done, but to do it and make sure it's right. You understand? So this is the body wave. This is Brazilian body wave, and no, you guys know I did not leave it in its natural state. I did wand curl it. So yeah. So that was all the hair to the back, and this is all the hair to the front. Now this is given about 2 3/4 of a bundle, so almost 3 but not quite. And I have in a 16-inch closure, 16 or 18. I did bleach the knots, so that's also something I started doing, because I used to just make units and not, you know, bleach the knots if I didn't feel like it. But I think I'm gonna, from this point on, bleach all the knots, because it's just so much better. And I put on Snapchat, I said, don't be afraid to change technique if it works better. And I noticed that bleaching the knots made it way more realistic. And as you can see, it is a bit lighter than me. And I got the comb in too far up here, so it might be like a lump or a bump in the closure. But for the most part, it sits pretty nicely. My braid over here is making this part lift up. But yeah, this is like really bomb. It's so lightweight, and I noticed that with closures, it tends to be a little more lightweight. So yeah, I also wanted to mention something else. I did get some tangling, and I'm not gonna, you know, y'all know I don't sit up here and lie, all right? So I did get tangling. I have worked with Angel Grace in the past with some of their straight hair. The straight hair tends to do really well. I just reviewed some not too long ago, and I think I reviewed some when I first started, you know, making wigs, and I mentioned that in the other video. And that was a 24-inch unit, if I'm not mistaken. This is the body wave. I'm not a fan of body wave, but I wasn't biased, you know. Even though I don't like a certain texture, I'm not going to be biased against the company, because if the hair is good, the hair is good. However, like I said, I did get some tangling when unraveling the bundles. And after bleaching a frontal, it was still okay. You know, I really didn't get too much tangling, but I did have to comb through it, so it did take away the curl pattern. But if you're, I guess, more careful, I guess it'll work better for you. But yeah, I guess I was a little rough when bleaching it. I did over process it as well. Well, not really over process it, but yeah, basically, because the knots were bleached, but then the bleach, you know, started coming onto the roots. So in order to correct that, all you have to do is take wherever you're going to put your part. And like I said, this is a little bit too light, but not really. It's not that bad if I put it all the way on the hairline. What is going on? To fix the over processed roots, I guess. This hair is getting all in my eyes. I just took a Sharpie marker, wherever you're gonna part it. Just make sure that the roots aren't blonde, because it looks kind of weird when you have blonde roots and black hair. So yeah, it's usually the other way around. So if you want to take some eyeliner, mascara, or a Sharpie and just you know, darken the roots, or you can take some dye or whatever you choose to. But for me, the Sharpie marker was easier. But other than that, like, I had no problems with the hair. When I was working with the straight hair, I also mentioned that the wefts were really good, like as far as the needle going through, but still being well sealed. I say too much, but y'all know, I just be trying to get my thoughts together. So anyways, this unit is a bundle of 24 inches at the bottom. They sent two 24 inches and two 22 inches. I just used one 24 inch and 1 3/4 of 22 inches. So yeah, and then the frontal, I would say it's about 16-18 inches, but I will leave the correct inches in the description. This unit I'm really excited for, and lately I've been making these really good units and I'm not even keeping them, you know. So the first one that I thought just was like my best unit ever, I sent it. It was a custom wig that was made for the giveaway, and I sent it to the young lady. So I hope Kara enjoys that. Her birthday is coming up, so happy early birthday if this video comes out before then. This is actually not mine either. This is for my best friend Khadijah. She's graduating, so if she watches this, congratulations. She's graduating on Saturday the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's the 12th. It was the 13th. I think it's the 13th, Saturday, coming up. And she is graduating finally from North Carolina Central University, so motorcycles just riding by. But anyways, I'm super proud of her. I have her gift over there. It's just like a bunch of stuff in like this little pretty box or whatever. So, and then she was actually like stressing really bad over what she's going to do by her hair. And she asked me to make her a unit. And I was like, nope. Because she tried to make a wig or whatever. I was like, nope. But this is a surprise to her. She's not going to expect it. She does have a deep wave unit. Or is it a curly or deep wave unit that I gave to Delary and let her try on. And then she told Khadijah she could wear it to graduation. But the whole thing is she's not really going to know about this. And I think this is more graduation appropriate rather than big curly hair. Because I mean, this is kind of big, but not too voluminous, because she's going to have on a cap. So I think this is more appropriate for her graduation. But if she chooses to wear the other one, either way, you know, I'm honored to be on your head while you're graduating. But nah, seriously, yeah, I am really proud of her, and I wrote her a letter and all of that. So yeah, this is her unit, and I know she's going to be super shocked. She's probably going to start crying when she sees her gifts, read the letter, get her wig, you know. So anyways, this is for you, Khadijah. And as far as Angel Grace, when it comes to all 3 videos I think that I've done for you guys, 3 or 4, I guess I would give the company a 7 out of 10, because the hair is good. You know, the luster comes out really nice. Frizz is like minimal. But shedding, as far as like the body wave, was not shedding, but tangling. As far as the body wave was kind of, you know, it was there. So, but shedding, not so much, unless I cut the weft and pluck the frontal. So yeah, I would definitely give them a 7, 7.5, almost an 8. But just because of this hair right here, I just didn't like the tangling, you know, because with the straight hair, I didn't have the same issues. So yeah, and like I was saying, as far as construction, I started to bleach the knots. I, of course, added the elastic band, but I just started to add combs to my units, you know, especially frontals, because when you add a comb, it stops the hairline from slipping back, or, you know, the wig from sliding back, because you don't have so much, it's not really on your head like a closure would be, because with the closure you still have the cap all the way over here, but with the frontal, all of this is basically lace, so you need a bit more security. And I think the comb just helps it from sliding back, and the comb helps it to sit flatter. This one only has 1 comb, but the one that I did before had 3. I don't really think you need 3, especially if you value your edges and stuff like that. But as far as the frontals, the combs are all the way right here. But you still want to make sure that it's not pulling too tight, and we're out of focus. But you still want to make sure it's not pulling too tight, because it can cause hair loss if you're constantly putting combs in your hair on a wig and it's like pulling. So you don't want that. But this is not pulling at all. It's really comfortable. And you guys know I'm not a fan of combs. I don't really use them on wigs, especially if they're all the way in the front. But yeah, this one is pretty comfortable. I don't feel any pull. So yeah. Woo! I felt like I had not taken a breath since I started talking. But one last thing I wanted to mention with my custom units, I am going to start putting in instruction cards. I think I said that in another video, but I'm just going to say it again just in case, because people ask, you know, how to care for wigs after it's made. So I'm just gonna design something up on InDesign or Photoshop real quick, and just have it printed out by FedEx, UPS, or Vistaprint or something. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. At the end of the day, the hair is beautiful. The original texture probably would have been like this, honestly, and I don't really care for hair that is like this flat. Like, so a little bit more body is good for me. I think the more she brushes this out, you know, she's gonna get bigger curls, but she also have to watch out for, you know, over brushing it, because then she might lose her curls. And I would say with this unit, if you wear it every day, you'll probably have to curl it once every 7 days, once every 10 days or something like that, because for the most part it can hold the curl. So yeah, and the lighting might be a little crazy because again, moving out, color of the wall crazy, whatever. But I just wanted to get this video out to you before I gave Khadijah her unit, before I left for home. Actually, not for school, I'm leaving school. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining.